Hey y'all, today we're discussing how a masculine provider does not ask women for money. But before we get started, if you're new here or returning, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And also be sure to check me out on Linktree in the description. All right, back at the ranch. So a masculine provider, we're talking about how he does not ask for money. And this is true. A masculine provider will usually never ask you for money. A masculine provider is trying to impress you. A masculine provider is trying to do the most for you. He's already established that with you. So he's not going to be doing things that a breadcrumb would do. A man that asks you for money is a breadcrumb. A man that is trying to impress you, a man that says that he wants what you want, is asking you for money, is a breadcrumb. And you need to know that. Why would he do that? So let's say you met a man. You've known him, 2-3 days, maybe a week, not long. Maybe you guys just made your relationship official. And so you're boyfriend and girlfriend. He still probably hasn't provided or done anything provision-wise. But then he turns around and asks you for 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Yeah. He's testing you to see if you'll do it. So then, let's say he says he doesn't have lunch and he needs you to send him $25. And then maybe a week later, he wants some more money. Why would you give your money to a man that's supposed to be making your life easier? That's what you have to ask yourself. Why would a man ask me for money if he's supposed to be impressing me? See, a lot of the time, ladies don't ask themselves these questions. A man that's really trying to impress you and really down for you and cares about you would never put you in a position like that to where he may lose you. But so many ladies are not listening to the signs. They're not paying attention to all of the clues that he's leaving. If he's asking you for money that quickly and that freely, don't you think he's asking somebody else for money? So now he's building a roster. He's building a roster of women, telling everyone the same thing because they're all giving him money. They're making his life easier. And then when he finds the woman that he really wants, then he'll just go ahead and kick you to the curb for her. Have y'all ever seen that movie called Seat Filler? Look it up. It's an old movie from the early 2000s with Dwayne Martin. Yeah, that's what he's doing for you. He's treating you like a seat filler. You're filling the seat until he finds someone better than you that he really does care about, that he wouldn't ask for money. He asks you for money because you give it to him. He asks you for money because you allow it every time he calls. He can depend on you. You are his masculine provider. So those two don't match. If you're his masculine provider, doesn't that make him feminine? And you're supposed to be a feminine woman. Feminine women go with masculine men. Feminine men go with masculine women. So do you want him to force you into a masculine role? Or do you want to get your boundaries strong and your standards strong and stop giving him your money? A lot of these ladies are going to the man's house, cooking for him, cleaning for him, taking care of the man like he's the prize. That's why a lot of them act like they're the prize, because you treat him like he's the prize. So why would he not act like that? He is doing what you have taught him to do and how he should behave. You cook for him, you clean for him, you paying his bills, you giving him money for his lunch, you sending him Ubers, everything that he should be doing for you, but you're doing it for him. Don't do that. A man that asks for money is very similar to a man on the street asking you for money. That's how you should look at it. Every time a man is in your face and he's asking you for money, look at him just like that man on the corner. Not as a potential mate, not as a potential husband, not as a potential provider. Look at him for what he is. Someone that does not know you that well, that does not care about you, that has a need, not potential. Do not look at this man as your potential. When a man breaches a very strong boundary like that, asking you for money and you don't know him, yeah, that is potential. And we don't do potential over here. Any man that asks you for money is not a masculine man. The only difference between that would be if he was the homeless man on the street. Now, he's not a masculine man, but it's not the same thing. That's not a relationship. But a man that's considering everything that you told him that you wanted, he's saying that this is what he wants too. He's not even considering it. He's telling you that he wants what you want. And so when you meet someone like that, you got to let them go. You got to throw that one back, because he's not the one. He's not making your life easier. We don't entertain any men that are not willing or able to make our lives easier. That's the easiest way when you're dealing with men. Just go ahead and focus on the best one that you can get, the one that cares about you the most, the one that is really doing the most. He's stepping up, he's consistent. But a man that's asking you for money right away too, that is a red flag. That is a strong red flag. Usually in a situation like that, it's best to block them. Just block them. Don't explain anything. Don't explain your standards. Don't explain how you feel about what he did. He knows what he did. He wants you to feel uncomfortable, so that way you'll do it. And so you can't give in. Once you see that, it's like working for a job and you give them weekends occasionally. They're going to keep asking you for weekends now because you did weekends before. And they need people for weekends. So why wouldn't they ask you again? Because they know that they can keep going back to that pond, keep going back to that well, keep going back to that stream that is you, because you're plentiful, you're overflowing. You did it before, and so you do it again. But anyway, ladies, I thank you. That's all I have for you today. Before we get out of here, be sure to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel. Again, check me out on Linktree. It's in the description. If you want to go ahead and click on that, it's available for you. And remember, ladies, no confusion, just provision. Thank you, and I will see you again. Bye.